Speeding through New England are two of the greatest bike builders the world has ever known. From the west comes superstar Paul Yaffe, and from the east comes the legendary Indian Larry. In just 30 days, these two artists have designed and fabricated two incredible machines. And now they're headed for Laconia, New Hampshire, where the people will decide who will go on to glory in the next round of the Great Biker Build-Off. It all started a month ago in New York City. Through the streets of Brooklyn comes a man whose mission is to bring the world of custom motorcycles back to its roots, Indian Larry. The workday begins at Larry's shop, Gasoline Alley. Today, Larry's starting to build a chopper which will incorporate the best of the old with the best of the new. In just 30 days, this bike must be ready to ride to Laconia, New Hampshire, where 350,000 cyclists will descend on a small New England town and go hog wild. Gasoline Alley is a partnership. Larry designs and builds the bikes, Paul Cox does the leather work, and Gerard Mortellaro runs the business. But according to Larry, the most important partner is
the dog Gunner, the shop dog Gunner.
Indian Larry is a world-famous motorcycle personality. For 30 years, he's been building old-style, award-winning choppers. He's a motorcycle daredevil as well, and has appeared in movies, TV commercials, and music videos. But at his core...
But I'm a chopper builder, old-time, old-school chopper builder, but I like the modern technology that's involved so the bikes run better, perform better, and we have more fun with them. And this is going to be a true suicide rigid bike. It's going to be a jockey shift, foot clutch, no front brake, and kind of bike that I like to build for a change.
True to form, Larry has taken a 50-style panhead reproduction and rebuilt it from the ground up with today's technology. When fired up, this power plant will be capable of producing over 100 horsepower.
All right, sit that right here, Eddie. This is Eddie. This is another one of our fabricators.
The transmission will have an old-style kickstart and a modern electric starter, too.
This is going to be a twin belt drive setup. This is going to be a very nice running bike. We really cruise nice, smooth, fast, no vibration. I go on the other side here. Hold the starter up. We'll put the bolts in here.
True to the old style, Larry's bike will have a Springer front end.
We don't like big, long front ends. I like them to handle crisp. We like to ride up, go up in the mountains and stuff with them, and we really go through the switchbacks and turn. We ride them hard and fast. Doing a couple of things at once.
For Larry, building choppers is a religious act.
Well, this is the holy grail of motorcycling. Choppers are like as far as I'm concerned, a chopper is the motorcycle.
Damn. While Larry builds his old-school chopper, 2,500 miles to the west, a modern breed of motorcycle is coming to life in Phoenix, Arizona. Yaffe Originals is the shop of Paul Yaffe, a motorcycle designer whose sleek, one-of-a-kind bikes have taken the motorcycle world by storm. Paul won the prestigious Oakland Roadster Show 3 times in a row and has gone on to win over 100 shows since. Yaffe machines are definitely not old-style choppers, but sleek, modern customs. Today, Paul is starting a bike which could blow Larry away. Without a doubt, it will be the coolest one-off he's ever built.
This frame is a is a product of kind of an exercise I've been doing for a couple of years. I actually designed the frame. It's kind of anti-chopper. Every time I do a bike, it gives me like 100 new ideas for the next bike. What I'll do is I'll just make me a stack of these kind of Xeroxed shadows, and then what I can do is I can just come in and I can sketch all kinds of stuff on them, and when I don't like it, I just toss it and grab the next one, and I can try all kinds of different profiles to the bike till it really sings to me. And then I'll even goof around with, while I'm doing it, I'll come up with different ideas for pipe designs and triple trees and maybe forks, and I did some wheels that I thought would be cool, and this will be the heart of the beast. Got it free.
For his bike, Paul chooses a motor built by TP Engineering, capable of producing 143 horsepower at the rear wheel.
There she is.
And for his frame, Paul has pushed one of his radically modified custom frames even further.
So I've taken this thing and I've stretched it out 7 inches, and it also would normally be much higher. We've also dropped the neck 4 inches, and then I've added rake, and rake is the angle of this neck. That's what that word means.
What Paul means is that the front of the frame is 7 inches longer than normal, 4 inches lower, and the angle where the neck meets the frame is more extreme.
It's much closer to a dragster than it is a chopper. So low, long, tons of horsepower, big tire with the primary on this thing is going to be able to handle whatever I throw at it. And yeah, this thing's going to be a beast. I'm going to bend this wire in the shape of that arc. See that? Now that's the bottom of my oil tank.
Paul's bike will feature an oil tank which not only blends in with the streamlined profile, but also hides other working parts.
Less is more, right? So lots of things put into tight spaces, so you can just really kind of appreciate the true form of the bike, and nothing interrupts you, nothing stops you. Kind of gives you a little idea of what our oil section is going to look like. What we'll do.
Back in Brooklyn, Larry cuts right-angle notches in his rigid frame to hold the battery box.
I have to cut part of this frame away, and then we're going to plate the frame to get our strength back. Okay, good. Perfect. All right, now I got one more to do.
In all the years that Indian Larry has been building motorcycles, he's been independent.
I just don't have any club affiliation, except the Coney Island Polar Bear Club, of course. I used to swim between 1/8 to 1/4 of a mile in water. It was like 35 to 36 degrees. It feels good. It's real healthy for you.
That independent spirit has pushed him to master every aspect of motorcycle construction.
Over the years, I didn't want to depend on anybody. I wanted to know how to do absolutely everything that had to do with a motorcycle. And the funny part of it is, the more you know, the less you know. That's the funny part of the whole deal.
There are precious few builders in the world that still know how to lace up a wheel.
Should be easy enough, I think. Let me find the valve stem hole here. You know, I like a bike to look at like a hunting watch. When you open up the back, you look in there, and it's all mechanical and gizmos going on and movement going on. You see a lot of little parts in there. It's more of an art, actually, than a science building a spoked wheel. To me, it says just elegance. What's up, Gunner? This is where it becomes tricky and touchy here.
Larry has spoked up hundreds of wheels, but this one will prove to be a bitch.
Oh, this is a cluster, this type of pattern. I don't know who came up with this, because normally I go one in and one out. put all these on the inside. It's a nightmare.
Just to add to the confusion, Bambi, Larry's wife, shows up with their feisty little chihuahua.
I can't talk. I can't be distracted right now, sweetie. All right. All right. This is a nightmare.
Why don't you go in the shower? No, you know what?
Put him right here.
Bambi and Larry have been together 5 years. She's a performance artist.
This act is called Corn Star. It's like my most famous act. And I lay the golden egg. See right there.
And who is this person?
That's Bambi the mermaid. I work at the sideshow and I host the burlesque night.
All right, bye, Pants. All right.
Bye, Paul.
This is man, it's 100%.
Bye-bye, Bambi.
Familiar enough.
So is it just a total nightmare setup?
It's a nightmare, yeah. No. Hold on, maybe.
Tell me which rack you want to go which way. All right, so at least you got the pattern.
The wheel. I was tortured by the wheel, but I finally got the pattern, got it pretty well trued up. It's coming together tight. A motorcycle has to have at least one spoked wheel. These custom bikes with just all the wheels are just cut out of billet, or it's just, there's not enough mechanicalness of it. It's just a slab, it's a dead object.
But when it comes to wheel design, Paul couldn't disagree more. The wheels on his new bike are going to be cut from billet stock by a computer-driven
The
lathe.
important part is like the spoke sections. There's different treatments we can do to them to get them to reflect light. You know, when the wheel spins, it'll kick all this light back at you and like catch you like jewelry.
Richard Albertson of Weld Wheels will do the manufacturing.
I got it.
Cool.
Good deal.
All right.
We can do that, Paul.
All right. This is our warehouse where all of our manufactured parts get. One warehouse. We manufacture and sell a ton of parts to a lot of other bike builders and stuff in the country and sometimes internationally. And a lot of our production stuff, what we consider stock, is pretty wild by today's standards. So I'm lucky I have the opportunity. I can come in and pull. This is a stock fender of ours. I can pull this off the shelf and basically put it on that bike. I'll do a little shaping to it to make it a little unique, but it's trick just the way it is, so it doesn't need too much help, which helps us make pretty quick work. What I'll do, I'll end up drilling and mounting this.
Yaffe bikes are long, low, and smooth. Paul goes all out to hide the individual components from view.
We're gonna take one of these neat little dry cell batteries. Because they're dry cell and they have no acid in them and stuff, I can lay them flat. And then I'll have this nice compartment up in front here where I can hide the air compressor for our air suspension and some other little components that we're gonna stick in there. So keep everything sweet and hidden.
I like all the nuts and bolts and the fittings and the linkages and the mechanicalness of it. I like to see all that mechanicalness of an object. All these bikes now, let's smooth it out and hide everything. Well, they might as well be building sailboats or like a refrigerator. Where's the gizmo-ness of it? Oh my God, look at this, it's a machine. You know, you're like looking into the mechanism of the universe. The oil filter was a pretty cool idea these guys came up with to locate the oil filter inside the primary. And I want to leave this clean. I don't want it to be cluttered. So having the oil filter out of there and letting it be hidden inside of this primary is kick-ass for me. It's helping me do my job of keeping this thing looking naked. So.
In contrast, Larry's oil filters are boldly mounted, easy to change.
Yeah, it's just, you know, riding down the highway and you just swing your leg up. That's all there is to it. This is what we got done yesterday with a lot of frazzledness. Today, we're gonna mount the oil tank. We're probably gonna get to the gas tank. I'm working on the front exhaust pipe. I got the one piece coming down and I'm gonna fit this piece to exit underneath the frame. There's gonna be a little notch where it fits over like this. I think it pays to deviate from the norm. Like, why would you want to do the same thing that everybody else is doing? Granted, you could say, oh, it's just a rigid frame, it's an old panhead. You could say stuff like that, but when I see another bike, a Softail with an Evo engine, and it's like, you know, ho-hum, okay, you know, here we go, another thing. You know, I believe the bikes are more like of an art form. I like to make it as crazy as I possibly can, but as mechanically perfect and as aesthetically pleasing as possible. I don't know anything in life. I just show up and go with the flow. I'm not a religious person, but I'm a very spiritual person. Spirituality it's instinctive, and it's more, I believe, more of a Zen type of thing. You know, you stay in the moment and you'll get the right answers, the correct answers. Every motorcycle is always a spiritual experience. Choppers specifically are a very integral part to my spirituality. I mean, when I go out for a ride or something, I'm exactly in the moment. It's like meditation. It's, you know, I'm in the flow.
It's 5 a.m. in Phoenix, and Paul Yaffe is on his way to work.
I was born in the Los Angeles basin in the San Fernando Valley. I didn't graduate from high school. You know, I sold drugs to the entire high school, got high, you know, every day. Yeah, I was just a sociopath or whatever, you know what I mean? I was nuts, you know, so a lot of LSD every day, just constantly, you know. I used to paint my fingernails, you know, with it and, you know, suck on my fingernails all day long. Didn't do anything, really. Finally, I had a really bad accident. I fell off a 150-foot cliff. And my parents actually paid me to go to this drug abuse program. 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, no, nothing. I just stopped, just like that. One day I did, one day I didn't.
So how long since I stopped drinking? About 8 years ago?
Yeah.
About eight years, yeah. So, don't smoke, don't drink, don't do any drugs. It's a much better life, I mean, without drinking.
Now, with my head clear, you know what I mean, all my kind of creative stuff, you know, was coming out, and I had tons of this energy and, you know, to do something with. I opened this shop in 1991. I had such a huge appetite for anything that was new and radical. You know, I wake up in the morning and I feel grateful. I feel happy. I love coming to work.
Today, Yaffe Originals employs 71 people and does over $6 million a year in sales.
This is a take half. I manufacture a line of products. I manufacture a bunch of different gas tanks. It's probably going to sit right about like that, and then I'll tack these two pieces together and make them fit over this. Then I'm going to make a stretch cap for you. I'm going to kind of stretch this all the way back to a point. It's going to come to a claw.
Paul's right-hand man, Ronald Dewey, goes to work on the Yaffe tank.
Crooked. That's what it is. It's crooked. Now, we kind of like that pointing down the center of the bike. But that might be somebody else's character, but it ain't mine. Yeah.
At Gasoline Alley, Larry mounts a Mustang tank made by Paco.
Damn straight.
Meanwhile, in Phoenix, work starts on Yaffe's seat. Guy Timon uses sheets of fiber and resin to make a form-fitting seat band. While the seat pan is being prepared, the show producer, Hugh King, has brought a challenge from Indian Larry via laptop computer.
Well, at the risk of sounding like an egomaniac, like, I'm the best in the business. I mean, it's just that simple.
Never heard of him until last week.
And Larry has a few choice words to say about modern-style customs.
Yeah, these bikes become fat, big, piggy, and slovenly, and sluggish, and they're not agile.
It's a good thing we're not racing to Laconia. Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you.
We're gonna get Larry. Yeah. One way or the other. One way or the other. Something's gonna burn.
Let's do it. I'm on a mission to kick Yaffe's ass here. Listen, we just got this email from Japan. He's making these covers for the Discovery Project bike. Sterling silver question mark, same as this. It's actually my logo. The question mark is just the mystery of life, and the Iron Cross has always been like a symbol of divinity, if you can believe that. So it's just, you know, I don't know anything in life. I just show up and go with the flow.
At this stage in his life, Larry is at one with the world, but it wasn't always so.
I did 5 years in prison for bank robbery when I was pretty young, 16, 17 years old, something like that.
So you think justice was done?
Yeah, I got what I deserved. I mean, it's, you know, you can't do what I was doing. I mean, you can't do that. I mean, that's my advice. Don't do what I did.
It's Arizona Bike Week in Phoenix, and hundreds from across the Southwest have come to see Paul's latest creations. In addition, it's day 20 of the build, and Yaffe must finish the fabrication of his Discovery bike today and send it off to paint if he is still to meet the 30-day deadline.
In the last 7 days, I've slept 13 hours. I gotta get this thing done in a few hours, and I got a rocket party going on, and I'm gonna miss it.
The major component still not done is the exhaust system.
It's Indian Larry who has the pressure, not me. We're almost there, man. I don't know where the my seat is. Yeah, guy was supposed to be here at 2:30 with my seat.
It's also day 20 at Gasoline Alley. By this evening, Larry's got to complete the fabrications of his bike and send it off to paint, but he's got a long way to go.
Bolts right on, right?
Yes. Hey, I locked the front wheel off.
Okay. Peace.
In his quest for the perfect bike, Larry seeks parts from outside the motorcycle realm.
This fender is just a generic kind of boat trailer fender. We like them because they're pretty hefty. Unlike a lot of the fenders, you can get motorcycle fenders very thin and flimsy. And eventually we'll put a strip in the center of them. So what we're doing is just setting this up. It's the Rigid Air Ride, Paul's proprietary thing that we do. Well, you can ride true rigid, or you can come up right on a cushion of air.
Yeah.
It has an onboard compressor. You can raise it up and then dump it as you see fit.
It's 6 in the evening, and Yaffe's bike is still not complete. Most of the work is done, but the final element, the seat, is missing. Finally, it arrives.
There you go, man. Thanks, appreciate your
And
support.
it's a perfect fit.
We'll trim it down here a little bit so it flows right into the fender.
The entire rear end of Paul's bike will rise and fall on a cushion of air.
I like that a lot. I love it. I think it kicks ass. Sorry, Larry.
Late in the afternoon, Yaffe unveils his creation.
That's it. There it is.
Hey!
Whoa, get over there so you get
Nothing's sweet, man.
Is sick.
Paul Yaffe's just an Arizona hero.
Nice bike.
Original Wicked.
Looks like it'd be a lot of fun to ride.
The winner. That's what I would need. Screaming orgasm.
Moonshine.
As the sun sets behind the Manhattan skyline, Larry's bike still lacks a key old-style component.
A sissy bar. As you can roll it. All right. Then pull it right down 90 degrees. Quench it. I got you on camera doing buffoon work. Right there, Cam.
Yeah.
Nope. Right on down. Keep going. Whoop, right about there. Right down, right down, right down. Easy, easy. A little more. Hold it. Ready, Kano? Whoa. No. Perfect, right there.
No one come close to you.
Nah.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a nice bike to ride. The 6 speeds with the twin belt drive in there. With that motor and the dual cars, plenty of power, nice, smooth, comfortable, the air ride seat. Just tie a jacket onto that thing and go. And this bike will also be a tribute to Ed Big Daddy Roth.
Ed Big Daddy Roth was one of the most influential artists of the 20th century. In the 60s and 70s, his outrageous custom cars and notorious characters stirred the imagination of young people around the world.
He's pretty much instrumental and responsible for my career. That's the reason I'm in this business, so I figured we'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay. Oh, this is nice. It's exactly what I had in mind. Shift back here. It's perfect. What do you think, Daddy-O? Daddy-O is just beatnik enough, you know?
Now, Larry's signature touch.
Up a little more.
In Phoenix, Yaffe's bike goes to paint. Gary Crisp of the paint shop lays down a silver metallic base coat. These stripes are covered with silver leaf, which is modeled by a twist of the thumb. Black pinstriping will highlight the silver leaf. As the undercoat cures, Paul's off to a photo shoot for Easy Riders magazine. Back at the paint shop, Gary sprays on the finishing coats of candy apple mixed with crimson. The silver stripes will glow through the candy, giving a subtle but elegant appearance to Paul's machine. Meanwhile, in Eastford, Connecticut, a 3-hour drive from Brooklyn, the Gasoline Alley crew checks up on their paint job.
How are you? How are you? How's it going? All right? Good.
Robert Pradke, the painter, has already primered the parts and is now laying down the gold metal flake base coat.
That'll probably inspire you when you see the whole, when you see the whole thing coming. This is perfect. It's beautiful.
After Larry signs off on the base coat, Robert prepares the tank and the fender for a ruby red star, which will be the background of a multi-layered graphic.
So that's perfect. I'm happy.
When the ruby paint is dry, Pradke peels off the mat.
It's a good base. Transfer it right onto there first.
Now he's making another plastic mat with the names Indian Larry and Gasoline Alley. Using a fine touch, Robert cuts out the letters. Then he applies gold and silver colored glue, to which gold and silver leaf will be applied.
A gold leaf used to be very big, very popular in the 60s. There was quite a bit of it on motorcycles, cars. I use it anytime, any opportunity I possibly can because it gives such a nice impact.
Now Pratke removes the plastic mask and only letter-shaped areas covered with glue are left.
This is tissue paper.
Next, he lays on the gold and silver leaf. Finally, Rob brushes the excess leaf away. Gold leaf is so thin that a slight mistake can make it crumble to dust.
Place it and turn it.
Robert lays a sheet of plastic over the tank and makes a cutout in which he will airbrush the rat pink, Ed Big Daddy Roth's most notorious and unforgettable character.
Very good, very good. I'm happy.
Pressure in Yaffe land.
Well, day 29. It'll take the rest of the 29th day just for me to tell you everything I got to do.
The bike must be assembled and ready to ride in less than 12 hours.
I'm excited about the bike. I wish I had another week to work on it. I don't have to just show this thing at a show. I have to ride this bike through New York and into New Hampshire. So this bike's got to be mechanically perfect. It's got to run and do everything perfect. It's not like I have time later to tune it and tweak with things. Now I need to do some work. Yeah. So we're gonna get some stuff done though.
But the rear light and license plate bracket is not finished, and Paul starts to lose his cool.
Tomorrow's the last day. The bike is running tomorrow. I still have to have the part plated. You keep promising me, man. I'm totally strung out here now. That doesn't matter. I need this part today, and I don't have it. The whole bike's planned around this part. You really put me in a bad situation. You're really making me look like a sorry doesn't work. Sorry doesn't cut it. I'm glad you're sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I chose you to make the part. I didn't have somebody else do it in the first place. I should have just done that. So now tomorrow's a deadline. I have nothing plated, nothing finished. I don't even have a part. God. All right. Yeah. The puzzle is coming together.
On a happier note, the exhaust system is back from powder coating.
See, black is beautiful.
And it's perfect. So with this major piece finished, the assembly is back on track.
That's where that's going.
But while mounting the rear wheel, disaster strikes again.
No, there goes the plating. It's done. It's got to go back to the plater. God, we just took a huge chunk out of it. Oh, no, see right here? See where all the chrome peeled off? Where it's all back down to the nickel? See this? That's what it is. So it just crunches like aluminum foil. Send it back to the plater and
replate.
Yeah. Have him.
Is he gonna have it in time?
He says he's gonna try to get it back to us tonight.
Meanwhile, the assembly continues.
Yeah, the bike just looks better.
Yeah, it looks great. It really gives it some attitude. Well, I'll tell you, we didn't waste 1 inch of room on this thing. There's something everywhere.
That is beautiful.
Red. Notice how as it starts to come together, everything starts really getting clean. You know, everything that's hanging out every place starts getting tucked in and everything starts getting all neat and you really start seeing how clean this thing's really gonna be. It'll turn $7,000, don't you think?
At 11 p.m., the rear wheel is miraculously back from chrome. Now, the moment of truth has arrived.
I just have to mount a tire on this wheel without having the chrome come off, and I'm home free. You know. That's over the top of the tank. Basically, this thing's gonna right about like that. Oh yeah, this thing's gonna look so cool.
Success. The back wheel's ready to be mounted.
A little bit more.
And now, the finishing touch. At 12 midnight, Paul's sleek, slammed bike is ready to be launched. Now, will it start? The 120 cubic inch motor fires up on the first try. Tomorrow, Paul will put his creation on a trailer headed for Brooklyn and Indian Larry's. It's day 30 at Gasoline Alley, and at last, the sheet metal is back from paint.
I want it to be as wild as possible, but not distasteful like some of these yuppie softails I see, like a water splash. This is really a late 60s kind of paint job. This is, personally, I feel his tank is beautiful. All right.
Final assembly of Larry's chopper begins.
Tilt it back. Come on in. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I got the shaft here. I got, yeah. Hope they don't watch us when we put the channel locks on this nut. I was getting that step there.
That color's back then all the way.
Oh, what are we doing? All right, so a couple of washers, some hex bolts. I think I got a few things like this. Are we 100% perfect yet? That's right. Wow. Okay, we lined up over there?
For Larry, his bikes are much more than cool machines.
We definitely treat the bikes as art. This is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the highest art forms because it combines all the media, sculpture, painting, as well as the mechanics, and it's just a lot more than any single media. It's an adrenaline-producing transporter, not only a work of art.
The precious metal has arrived.
This is June. Came from Japan to spend the week with us for the build. He's a silversmith in Japan. He made pushrod covers and collars, sterling silver, and these are handmade, hand cut out, not cast.
The pushrod collars are going to look like a set of wedding rings.
It's a little tricky sometimes. I hope this is obnoxious enough colors for Paul. Right. I like sheen plate. The idea of dual carbs is to get more fuel and air into the bike. It's a pretty unusual setup on this. My leg will go right between here to the control. We're gonna check the flow, which way this is flowing to. Let's see.
While final assembly continues, Paul Cox is working on the seat. The design will be an embellished version of Larry's logo.
So I'm gonna cut the skin out. This is a vegetable tan leather that's made for tooling. Buffalo is nice to work with. It's got a nice grain, a heavier, sort of chunkier grain to it.
Wetting the leather softens it and makes it easier to work with.
What it's going to look like.
Finally, Paul fits the leather cover, which he's dyed blood red over the seat. It's 11 o'clock. The midnight deadline is approaching. Many would be panicking, but not Larry.
What time is it now?
No idea. Not really into time. Well,
Indian Larry's homage to Big Daddy Roth is complete. Now it's time to turn it over.
Go ahead, hold it on. Go ahead.
Larry takes Daddy O out for its first test run. A 28-foot trailer loaded with Yaffe bikes has made the 2,500-mile trip from Phoenix to Gasoline Alley. Paul's bike is wheeled down the ramp and into Larry's shop. The Gasoline Alley crew gives it a very close inspection. Paul Yaffe arrives soon after. This is the first time the two monster builders have met face to face.
Hi, Larry. Oh, here's the infamous Paul. How you doing, Paul?
Good to see you.
Good.
Good to see you.
How you doing? Pretty nice.
Oh, you get it
Pretty
done. Your
nice.
bike is beautiful.
Well,
Yeah.
so they're too beautiful. We're gonna have to just get in a steel cage and settle this thing, right? Nice. Pretty damn nice. So my guess is it's anybody's game. That's my guess.
I agree with you completely.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
luck.
The bikes are fired up, and Larry, Paul, and their friends set off from Brooklyn, headed for Laconia, New Hampshire, America's oldest and craziest motorcycle rally. The ride will take our bikers 300 miles north through 4 states: New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, and New Hampshire. Escaping New York City was easy enough. The bikes are humming and the riders are in the wind. The pack roars through Hartford, Connecticut, headed for Massachusetts. Larry's bike is running so smooth, he decides to kick back.
I can't believe it. I'm shaking right now. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Don't tell any lies, there's less to remember.
Sounds good to me.
At dusk, the riders crossed the New Hampshire state line. Finally, at midnight, Laconia. It's opening day of Laconia Bike Week. It started in 1923 when 150 bikers rallied here to race and party. Now, 80 years later, 350,000 bikers from all over New England will descend on this tiny lakefront resort for a week of hell raising. Paul and Larry's bikes are on display in the Discovery booth at Bike Week headquarters. They've worked round the clock for 30 days to build their awesome custom motorcycles. Now it's up to the people to decide which bike will rule. To wow the crowd, Paul has a secret weapon. But Larry has some smoke and mirrors too. Both bikes are masterpieces, but will the crowd go for the old-style chopper or the new-style custom?
They're two completely different styles, you know, and I like the old school type. He likes the old, I like the new. Extra security. And they're both gorgeous, I can't decide. It's a beautiful bike, that old chop style.
Two-time biker build-off winner Billy Lane is here for the occasion.
I like the old style.
I'm a thing for those, but you know, this is a totally different animal. This is sexy.
So what do Paul and Larry have to say to young builders?
Do what you love. Do what you love to do, and eventually the money will follow. Good luck, Paul. Good luck.
And now, the moment of truth. The winner is announced by great biker build-off producer
Indian Larry, Paul Yaffe.
and after a very close vote, the winner is
Indian Larry.
Congratulations, brother. Have a great time.
The third great biker build-off is over. And though Paul Yaffe fabricated one of the sleekest customs ever, in the end, the crowd went for Larry's old-style chopper. But as these two legendary builders head for their next challenges, a bond has been formed, and two bikes have been created which will take motorcycle design another step into the future.